Hello guys, welcome to Whizdom Trainings. This is Abhishek, and in this video we're going to start with Amazon EC2. So say what this is and how do we work with it, right? So let us just head to the official website of Amazon EC2, and that is aws.amazon.com/ec2, right? Here you'll get the documentation about the EC2. So the first thing first, as they're telling us, EC2 is a web service that provides secure, resizable compute capacity in the cloud. What this is? So in layman terms, it is a virtual machine, right? Now let us just quickly switch to the management console, and we'll be learning side by side what this is and how we work with it. Now we already know that virtual machines are something which run on a say virtual platform. These act like a of say mainstream machine, but they are virtually created, right? Now how to create them here? So in the console, simply type EC2. You may not be able to see the recently visited services here, so you simply type EC2 over here, and you can see that they're telling us EC2 virtual servers in the cloud, right? This is what we need. So over here, go inside this and you'll notice something, that there are some say options here: running instances, dedicated hosts, volume, key pairs, security groups, elastic IPs, snapshots, load balancers, and a lot of things, right? But before starting off with this, you need to remember one thing: on what Amazon location you are in. For example, as I'm in India, right, and I have chosen the nearest location, AWS region, that is Mumbai. You can see on the right section of your screen, right? So you need to choose one of the regions according to you. Make sure you remember this thing, because you would be dealing with the instance over there only. Now what is instance? The virtual machine, right? You will not be able to see the virtual machine created in Mumbai, and you will not be able to see that virtual machine in Ohio, right? So make sure that you remember the virtual machine location, right? Now go to instances, and here you would notice something, that it is asking us to launch an instance, right? Click on launch instance, and here you would be able to see these options. Now what are these options and what do we need to do, right? As you're a beginner, what you'll do is simply choose the option free tier only. Do not choose any other option, right? Now over here, after choosing this option, you would be able to see some machines: Amazon Linux, Red Hat, SUSE Linux Enterprise Server, Ubuntu Server, right? And a lot other things as well. For example, Windows, right? So right now what we'll do is I'll choose Windows Server 2019 base, right? I'll click here on select. Now it'll ask us something. It'll ask you something, that what kind of machine you would want to create. Now there are different types of machines, right? So let us just simply get into the one that is free tier eligible, that is T2 Micro, right? If you highlight this, you would see that T2 instance provides a baseline of CPU performance with the ability to burst above baseline. The baseline say baseline and ability to burst are say governed by CPU credits, right? So let us not just get into this thing right now. It is a basic machine which would do the work for us. It has a one vCPU, and it has memory, and that is 1 GB. vCPU means the CPU credit. It is not a gigahertz or say megahertz, right? It is simply a CPU unit, and that is over here written as this, right? So CPU is 2.5 gigahertz, and it is from Intel Xeon family, right? This is the original, so say the actual CPU, but virtually allocated, right? Now choose this, click on next, configure instance details. Now you can review and launch, but I would not suggest that. Simply click on next. Now it will be asking you something, how many instances you would want to create. We want one, right? So simply choose one. Now over here you have some other options, say network, subnet, right? Auto assign public IP, right? So these are some options that you need to go with. In case if the network is not created, you can create a network, right? In case a subnet is not created, you can create a network over subnet over here. In case if you don't want to provide these details, these would be automatically added, right? Now, if you scroll down, you can see that there are some options. IAM role. So you can assign an IAM role to this particular, say, virtual machine as well, right? On shutdown, what you want. So you have the stop option, you have the terminate option, you can choose that, right? So let us just scroll down and see what other options are here, right? So there are options, and there is one option that I missed, that is monitoring. You can enable monitoring here, right? It may say add some additional charges, say whenever you are monitoring something, it may cause you some charges, right? You can see the pricing here, right? Now let's not just get into this monitoring right now. You can choose that option. Right now I'm not choosing. I would suggest you not to choose this option as well, right? So here now click on, say, add storage. Now you have the storage option. By default they allocate a 30 GB drive. That is okay. Simply go next, right? And you can choose tags. We don't want to add tags. We can configure security groups. Security group is something that is very important, right? Now here in the security group, we need to see the things, right? Whenever we are launching an instance, we may be needing to be needing it to be accessed outside the Amazon servers, right? We want it to be accessed outside the Amazon servers, right? And say that my own location, right? So over here, what you have to do is that you just need to allow the access. How? Simply, if you want everything to be accessed, you can simply choose all traffic, right? Port range this, source, anywhere, and it will be adding this thing. Click on add rule. This is done, right? You can choose any other option as well, right? All traffic again, and you can simply block things, you can simply remove things. I don't want that thing right now, so I've just added one thing, right? And I'll just keep anywhere because it may be a duplicate rule, right? Let us just delete one of these, right? Click on review and launch. Now over here it will be telling us that it is open to the world, right? Just keep it like this right now, right? And click on launch. Now over here, whenever you are launching an instance, right, you need to have a key pair of SSH to be there, right? You cannot launch an instance otherwise. So click on create a new pair, choose a pair name. For example, say my first Windows server instance, right? Now as I've chosen this name, I would be given an option to download key pair. This is very important. Keep this PEM file. This will be downloaded immediately. Keep this, store it somewhere so that no one can access it. Only you have the access to it, right? Click on launch instances. Save this file. This is very important. Again, I'm telling you this, right? Now you can see that your instances are now launching. Now over here, you're done. You are done creating the instance. Now click on view instances after scrolling down, and you would see something here, right? Now if you notice something, there is a availability zone, that is AP-South-1A. I'm in AP-South-1. So my instance has been created in availability zone A, right, in Mumbai. So right now the instance is creating. It will take a little bit time. It is giving us the public DNS. It is giving us the public IP, right? Once this is created, it will be showing us running, right? This means that we can connect to it, right? So over here, creating instances is easy. This is how you can create it, right? Thank you.